Now, January 28th every year is set aside to commemorate Data Privacy Day. It aims to raise awareness and promote privacy and data protection best practices. It is currently observed in the United States, Canada, Israel, and 47 European countries. The day was initiated by the Council of Europe to be first held in 2007. And I have joining me the president of Data and Knowledge Information Privacy Protection Initiative, Tokunbo Smith. Thanks for joining us on this hour, Tokunbo Smith. We live in an era of mobile devices. I mean, anyone can say that this is the age of mobile devices. Whether our phones or our wristwatches, almost everything is connected to the internet. So how important is data protection?
So important that because of the situation we have, you have everywhere with your digital footprints. And mostly we are in a mobile world, as you have said. The students, the adults, everybody is using mobile now. What happens is that the level of information or the amount of data that is going through mobile devices are so numerous that if care is not taken, you may find yourself in a place you don't want to through abuse, misuse of data in mobile devices. Phones and any other device, they are all there to store data, stroke information, and also to process. Unfortunately, because of the used knowledge, I will address the issue to mostly the youth because they are either on mobile or doing one thing or the other every day with their data. And these data are prone to being hacked by anybody. So we need to raise the awareness, let people know that what you are holding, even though it's good to use data, but at the same time, you have to be careful the kind of data you put on your mobile devices. Because everybody now knows that you want to do any transaction, you go through your mobile devices. You can stay inside your room, create news, fake news, and send to anywhere in the world. At the same time, you can transact business anywhere within your dormitory, your hostel, in anywhere. Even the business people, even the local people, they all have.
I just want to interrupt you briefly. We need to get it clear to people that the data you're talking about isn't necessarily the internet data. It's more of our information that we put online. We need to get that clear.
Data we are talking about is not purely internet data. Data can even be manual. That is the ones you store in filing cabinets. If you lose the file, if you don't lock the cabinets and you leave it open, anybody can get there and then get hold of the data. In your offices or your schools or anything, you leave your data on the table without being cared for, anybody can get hold of it and use it.
All right. So because it's very critical, especially with our phones, where we have, we put our phones on the table, it's constantly running. You have your laptops, you have your wristwatches, it depends on the device you're using, it's constantly running. So what can people do to protect themselves from any form of hacking?
Before saying you password your phone, it's very good that you password. I always advise you to make sure they use password on their phones, on any devices. Even though you can still break the password, but it takes time. It's just like you going outside, you leave your door open, or you lock your door and you leave the key without you removing the key. You have not actually secured your house. So also mobile devices, you have to password. And apart from that, you must know the kind of information or data you put inside your phone. You minimize the kind of data you put in your phone, especially females, because they are very vulnerable compared to males. So I would advise. Then you see most people, especially females as well, they give their phones to anybody, their children, to use it to play games. You don't do that. Mobile is your own personal something. You have to make sure it is for you, and mostly password, put minimum information or data inside your phone, and don't use that phone to do anything that you would not like people to see. We want yourself, create a sort of rules for yourself that whatever is going to go inside my mobile device is something anybody who sees it will not have effect upon me, or whatever I put on that phone is something that I can defend, not something that I will regret by putting it there.
All right, President of Data and Knowledge Information Privacy Protection Initiative, Tokunbo Smith, many thanks for your time.
Thank you.